Hi, my name is Teresa, and I wanted to talk to you today about after the divorce. Okay, so the divorce is finalized. Now what? What do you do? If you were coming from a long marriage and you're over 40, you're probably thinking, who's going to want me? Look how I look. You may have gained some weight during your marriage, and you're probably going to be thinking, what am I going to do? Who's going to want to date me? You'd be surprised. There's a lot of men that would want to date you. The question is, are you healed enough to date? And I'm going to be honest with you, when my divorce was finalized, the everybody was going through divorce parties. They were just starting at this time, and I actually wanted to have one, but I wasn't sure if it seemed tacky. Looking back, I wish I had done it because it was a celebration of Teresa coming out to the world. I no longer was somebody's wife or somebody's mother or just somebody's mother. I'm always going to be my children's mother. But I was no longer a wife. I was a middle aged woman that had gone through a divorce, and I was married a long time, and that's all I knew was having a partner. So now I'm learning more about myself, and I thought I was ready. So to celebrate, I didn't have the divorce party that I wanted. I didn't celebrate that party, but I thought I'm going to go on one of the internet dating sites and see what it's out there. Little did I know that I thought I was ready, but I wasn't ready. It took me 3 years looking back after I was divorced that I then know I was ready. I have now been divorced for 7.5 years, and I have dated a lot of men off of the internet dating sites. I have been on Match.com, Plenty of Fish, Christian Mingle, pretty much name it, I've been on it just to see. And I did get some dates. However, what you will find, and if you haven't dated in a while, I'm going to have to be honest with you, it might shock you. The dating world has changed. The last time I was single to date, I was 19 years old. And so, coming out of a 24-year marriage, I thought to myself, things were pretty much going to be the same. No, things were not the same. A lot of the men on these internet dating sites are looking for hookups. A hookup basically is going to come in the form of, hey, do you want to go back to my place and watch Netflix? Hey, do you want to go back to my place and watch a movie? Do you want to go to your place right away? And if you're new to the dating world, you're clueless to the language that's going on. So if you want to sleep around, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to talk about it. But if that's what you're here and you want to do that because you're not ready, fine. Just protect yourself. Because I'm telling you, a lot of these guys, that's what they're on the sites for. And a lot of them are married, pretending to be single. So you may think you got a winner, when really you have a loser. I'm going to be honest. You may have a lot of losers, not realizing that maybe it's not time. Maybe you should take a break. And that's what I decided to do. I took a break for a while just to discover what I wanted in my own life. Now, sometimes taking a break, it's hard because in society, we're kind of told you just kind of keep going to the next guy, looking for the perfect partner because it's better to be with somebody to be alone. I'm not so sure I agree with that anymore. I'm not saying that I'm not going to end up with a partner, but I'm just saying unless you clearly understand the signs and the signals, you're going to get your heart broken. And I've had my heart broken more than once. And I didn't hear what the person was telling me. I heard what I wanted to hear. It was more important to be like my other friends and be in a relationship with somebody and be unhappy than be alone and be happy. Being single has its ups and down times. If you're going to stay single for a while until you really feel that it's time for you to get back back into the dating world, be patient. Try to get around other women, hang out with people. Try not to do this alone. It is so hard when you do it alone. You'll get lonely, and that's honestly when you do crazy stuff, when you're lonely. Try to find a support group. You'd be surprised how many women over 40 are going through the same thing. There's meetup.com. You can meet a lot of women that way. And I just want to tell you to just take care of yourself, love yourself during this time, experiment with your hair, experiment with new clothes. Maybe wear all the stuff that your ex said he didn't want you wearing, because you can do whatever you want now because it's your life and you're going to live it. So let's see how you continue to feel. And as you progress, I will suspect you will begin to grow in a confidence, because when you do finally meet that person, then and it's time to settle down, you're going to feel confident that this is the right person. You won't put up with all the BS a lot of women put up with because they just want to be with a partner. It's just really, do you really just want to be with a partner? You might as well have just stayed married, because that's the same mess you're going to wind up all over again. And my mother warned me. She said, Teresa, now that you're divorced, be careful, because if you're not, you're going to end up with the same guy just like your ex, if not worse. And I did date somebody who was worse. So, you know, experience, my mother had wisdom. So, again, I want to thank you for stopping by. And I ask that if you want to join in and support other women, some of us won't go through divorce, but a lot of us will, with over 50% going through divorce in America. And then the second marriage is more than likely even a higher rate. You're going to go through a divorce pretty much in America. So I do ask that if you had a divorce earlier in life, share your experience. I had a divorce late in life, so I don't know any different. But I'm curious to see what some of your path in this journey has been. And let's start a dialogue and let's help one another get out of the pitfalls of things that happen when you're not ready.